Navy blue blood flowing through our veins. Sitting in the bleachers in the rain. We've shed a million tears and drank as many old style beers out at the game. Let's go Cubbies on Ranto
with Michael,
Son Ranto
and Crawley,
Son Ranto and the lovable losers. Son Ranto
with Michael,
Son Ranto
and Crawley,
Son Ranto and the lovable losers. Son Ranto. Welcome to the Son Ranto Show. Ho, ho, ho. I'm Danny Rocket.
Ho.
Ho, ho, ho. That sounded like the one.
Shoot your eye out, kid.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, good. You got the you knew that's who I was doing.
100%.
Yeah.
You nailed it.
So I'm here. I'm Danny Rocket. I got Michael Cotton here. Crawley is on some Christmas boat with his Ecuadorian relative. So he may call in at some point.
Which
he may not. If you hear about
if
a
the government finds out, I think he'll be in jail by the end of the morning.
It's morning. So
by the end of tomorrow morning.
So first of all, I just want to say Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to all who have, good Festivus to you and yours. And,
it's Festivus today.
Yeah, it's Festivus, and I just want to say thank you to all the people that have been with us all this year, doing all the shit we've been doing in one of the worst Cubs years of all time. And look who it is from the boat. It's Crawley.
Fresh off the boat.
Crawley, did you get kicked off the boat? That does not look like a boat cabin. Where are you?
I'm back. I'm back home, but it was good. It was a little. You got to see Santa on the lake cruising around. And
Crawley, are you wearing a swimming cap?
No,
did you have to swim back from the boat?
Where is it? My Cubby beanie.
He shaves his legs and wears a swimming cap just to swim in the December Lake Michigan.
Christmas traditions.
It was Williams Bay, and we saw Santa, and it was all good. It was good times, man. But I knew we were going to be talking about our triumph over this last week, so I had to catch it.
Well, for those that don't know the story of what happened, is we went Cubs caroling. It was last weekend, correct? Or was it it was the weekend before.
Weekend before.
Yeah, so it was like almost 2 weeks ago at this point. So we go Cubs caroling. Ryan McGuffrey works at NBC Sports, and I worked with him. He happened to be at the Christkindl Market by Wrigley Field, where was like the third stop on our tour when we were going around Cubs caroling. So he takes a video with his cell phone. He tweets it out, and it takes like 6 days for anybody to see it and pick it up. It's just like and then all of a sudden, Fox Sports finds it. They tweet it out, and they're like, Cubs fans in the middle of at Wrigley Field asking Correa to come to play for the Cubs. And then that gets tweeted out a bunch. It goes nuts. Then Correa sees it. He retweets it. And let me put this up. I'm going to share my screen here. And it's still, by the way, the top of his Twitter feed, right? On Carlos Correa's Twitter feed. I'm going to play the video that Fox Sports tweeted out. Let's see if we can get this to go full screen. There we go. These
damn hipsters talking. Watch my Thai guy. He gets pulled into it.
Yeah, my Thai guy spitting COVID all over the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
Dan Nielsen doesn't even have a mask on. Neither does Sugas. So that is what happened. And then Correa retweets it. Then it goes nuts. And I'll put it back up. He retweeted it with a little blue heart, which of course got everybody into it. If you see that blue heart right there.
Christmas tree blue heart,
and everybody looked, and I saw some stupid ass Dodgers fan being like, "Oh, it's Dodger blue." I'm like, "No, he's responding to Cub fans, dumbass." What the hell's wrong with you? So that goes viral, everybody goes nuts. Bleacher Nation writes about it. NBC Sports writes about it. Back again. It all goes through the roof. Jeff Berta, Cubs fan on Twitter, he says, we are famous. Well, I wouldn't go that far because still nobody knows who we are. And Crawley and I barely even got mentioned in half the articles. And these are by people we know that aren't being like Danny and Crawley and Bleacher Jeff and my tie. Like, they know who we are. And they don't use our names except for very small print at the bottom, if at all. But that's okay, because now we know that we're the cool kids. And if you weren't there, you're not. So next year, you better be there, because I'm sorry, but y'all are too cool for school. Y'all don't want to come out. You think it's dorky to go sing in the streets. And guess what? Guess who doesn't think it's dorky? Carlos motherfucking Correa. So, bah!
I tweeted out, man, if Correa signs with the Cubs, I expect that anyone that was caroling that night gets free drinks the rest of the season.
Full credit for all of us. Anybody that showed it that shit, you buy our drinks for at least 1 year. I'm not season for a drink.
See, that sucks because I wasn't there, and I'm going to be on the hook for this shit.
That's okay. I'll slide you a few extra drinks that I don't like. We're gonna get obvious shirts made, like we brought Correa. We bring the Correa.
Carols bring Correa.
Carols bring Correa. Yeah. Oh, you just wait, and you can't wear that shirt. Only like 12 of us can wear that. So, and anyway, I don't know. What are your thoughts, Crawley?
Limited edition and numbered. So we're going to talk to Joe from Obvious. I'm literally going to count that picture. And if you are literally not in that picture, you don't get one. So it is all going to be one of those fun ones, but it was enjoyable.
Oh, yeah. Oh, who's this? You got somebody poking in?
Nephew. This is my nephew, Elias, hanging out. We went on the Christmas boat, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he made the nice list. So Santa had some good compliments, and we went to Wrigley the other day, right?
Mm-hmm.
We did some
nice. Hey, what's your name, buddy?
Elias.
Hey, you know what?
Elias?
That's my oldest son's name.
Huh. Oh, isn't that cool?
Well, that's
pretty cool.
That's great. What a Christmas memory we're making.
There it is. All right.
We had a good time, and we were really ice skating and kind of having some fun. And I got a lot of relatives popping in and out for Christmas this year, so it's been kind of fun.
Yeah, I know you. I wasn't even sure. I was just getting done explaining that you weren't coming, and then you came. So here you are. You're like old Saint Nick showing up at a naughty kid's house. So anyway, how about this Correa thing? I know that. I know that we were talking about it before. Oh, everybody wants Correa. We're writing a song. Correa's tweeting it out. But now there's like maybe a few more rumors out there. And I also know the bloggers have nothing to write about right now because everybody's not doing shit. So at this point, that now I read this thing about instead of the 10 years that Correa's been floated to want, now we're hearing 7 that the Cubs with the higher AAV. That still seems like a mighty long time. If you're going to go 7, might as well go 10 if you're going to pay the same amount. That's what I say. But what do you think? I mean, are we going to bring Correa and is our contribution that he signs to a 7-year deal at a decent AAV?
Yeah, I'm with you, Danny. I don't understand why 10 is too much, but 7 at the same amount. Like just so you can get rid of him quicker. Like that's stupid. This is a Colorado Rockies level of stupid. They signed Arenado and then they put in his opt-out clause. They're like, why don't you take an opt-out clause as well? So that they could maybe get rid of him like earlier. He's a fucking great player. Just get him. He's versatile enough that he doesn't have to stay at shortstop for the entire 10 years. And if he did, he'd probably still be an average shortstop 10 years from now. You know what I mean? Like that's what you get. And if you move him over to second or third, he's going to be great there. And you keep the bat in the lineup. It's stupid not to do this. The dude is 27 years old, right?
I was going to say, so 10 years puts him at 37. Why don't you split the difference and do 8 years?
fuck, why am I forgetting his name?
69 years, I say they signed him for.
69 years. So
yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just saying if it's the same amount of money, then just do it. Just go for the whole thing. Lock yourself into that. I mean, the guy's 27 years old. That 37 is not that old. I mean, look at Pujols. I mean, that's a bad example.
I was going to say Ben Zobrist.
Ben Zobrist, I think, is a better comp because, Carlos is a shortstop. He's the most athletic guy in the field. If you need to move him to left field eventually to keep his 250, 20 homer bat in the lineup for whatever reason, you do that.
It's when you talk about those long contracts, it's one of those things that at the end you're going to have to stomach the bad few years, and if you're willing to do that, fine. It's like you talked about the Pujols deal, and he was old when he got that deal, and that was like a 10, 12-year deal, and then I remember Soriano, and I remember Steve Stone being like, guys, if you like him or you don't like him, get used to him because he ain't going anywhere for a long time. It was literally until the last year of the contract. So it's just 10 years in baseball is an eternity. It may not seem like it, but it is Anthony Rizzo didn't play 10 years in Chicago. You know what I mean?
He should have, though.
He should have. But it's just what I'm saying is it's a rarity that you're going to have a guy that much. And then and see, the thing about Hayward is Hayward never played well throughout the entirety of his contract here with Chicago, but when you get to those bad years and you're just like,
he never hit well. He played fine. Okay. He played fine, but yeah, the hitting is glaring because that's what most people are looking at, and that's what stats are made of.
Well, and out of right field, that's pretty typically a power position over there that you got some slugger. I mean, you need the defense out there, but you'd rather it in center field, which they tried to do, and he couldn't do that. So it was just like
you can get a defensive right fielder for cheap, all glove, no bat. You can do that cheap, no problem.
Yeah, as good as Hayward, very true.
As good as Hayward, no, but pretty close. You can get without having to spend $24 million a year on him.
Yeah,
no, there's very little you have to spend $24 million a year. I mean, usually it's like a really pretty decent starting pitcher that you're spending that kind of money on, or one of the best bats in the league. Yeah. Or one of the best, like a Bryce Harper kind of bat.
See, I'm still frustrated by the whole AAV thing because, if you can front load a contract and actually have it be the actual numbers, then later you're paying them less. You could actually, if Hayward was only going to make, $15 million in his last 2 years because they front loaded the rest of it, then you could get rid of him. You know what I mean? There would be options.
I have a question.
But because they AAV the thing, he's always going to be a $24 million cap hit no matter what.
Well, I have a question. Okay, let's say that the baseball players can start taking their pension at age 60 or whatever it is, right? They can start getting that, start taking it. So why don't you just sign the guy till he's 60? And just put him on the roster. Be like, I'm giving you a 25-year contract.
You don't have to put him on the roster. That's what they do with Barry Bonds.
Bobby Bonilla. Yeah. Well, that's because you don't have to put him on the roster. You're just paying him like he's on the payroll and he's part of the payroll of the team. But I mean, why not just do something like that? I mean, I know guys don't. They want the money now. So
I don't understand why more players don't ask for that. To me, that's the smarter move. Is
guaranteed.
And that's what they always tell us, right? That's what all the talking heads are always like. Well, they want the
years.
They want the years. They want the certainty. They want to know the money is coming in. That's why they're like, well, he'd rather get 10 years at lower AAV than 7 years at a higher AAV. And I'm like, you give me the shortest amount of time with the most amount of money.
Yeah.
And I'll fucking take that. Please give me that.
These guys, and you got to remember, these guys are 20 years younger than we are. And so, how did you think about money back then?
Oh, I didn't have any to think about.
and the other thing is, it really shouldn't matter. You should have somebody that's kind of working that out and kind of talking you through it. This is what, like I said, every day Bobby Bonilla cashes that check. And so we all know that eventually that money for those guys is going to dry up, that source of income. Yeah. And it all depends. And again, don't forget, agent takes what, 4 or 5%, depending on your agent. You got a lawyer, you got an accountant. It's not like you're taking all the government. Uncle Sam's got their hand out. That money is, you think it's life changing.
It's carved up, yeah.
It's carved up pretty good. And to me, it would be smarter to always have that little bit of money coming in.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I would totally be like, oh, you want to give me $100 million for 4 years, or you want to give me $100 million for 25 years? I'll take the 25 years. Thank you.
And we got our friend Stuart McVicker of Club 400 telling us the backup plan is Trevor Story. And you know what? That's fine. You know what I mean? I hope that the Cubs are able to get Correa. If not, Trevor Story's another good get. You know, it's good to see them in the market.
The problem with Story is I don't think he's going to be able to hold it shortstop very long. He's gonna his arm. There's something fucked up with his arm, and rest and therapy may be enough. But I was listening to a Rockies podcast, and they were talking about how he could have. They were talking maybe 3 or 4 years ago about a possible Tommy John for him.
Wow. Yeah, it makes you, like I said, any guy from Colorado, I don't care if it's a pitcher, I don't care if it's a hitter, they just make me nervous because you just don't have good numbers to go off of.
Mm-hmm.
It's what you're seeing is, how are they going to perform at Wrigley as opposed to how they perform in Coors? And, you have to look at their road stats, and even that just gets really confusing.
One encouraging thing ultimately to all of this is that the Cubs are rumored in on everybody. Like you were saying earlier in the offseason that, Crawley, you were pissed off because the Cubs weren't in on anybody. Everybody's coming off the board. These guys are getting these big contracts, and then the Cubs weren't in on anybody. Now they're in on, it seems like they're in on Story. It seems like there's more specificity to the Correa rumor of like the less years versus the more years and things like that. So at least they're part of the conversation right now, which they weren't before. But
only because they're like the only team now left that still needs players.
Well, and we got a backup plan. It's Ildemaro Vargas. No, and I like also the fact that because they're in on all these shortstops, that maybe they're signaling to everybody, including us, that their plan is not Nico Horner there if it can be avoided. They would rather have somebody else. Otherwise they'd be like, Nico, the job's yours. You earned it, Well,
they wouldn't even do that this year.
Yeah. Well, exactly. Because his little gray face, you've earned it.
But we were talking about Correa tweeting out, tweeting, retweeting, all that stuff. It was really fun to see Marcus Stroman basically recruiting. And that was a lot of fun, saying, hey, Correa, we need you over here. This is a guy that I truly think the fans of Chicago are going to just fall in love with, is that he's a guy that wears his heart on his sleeve. He works his ass off. I think he's going to do a lot of great things for the community. And so, seeing him out there recruiting Correa for the Cubs, it's some players are like, wow, that's not my job, It's good to see somebody kind of being like, yeah, let's get some guys over here. Let me tell you about why you want to be here.
Or he signed that contract. He's like, wait, this is the team we have?
You're like,
Carlos,
no.
please come to
Story?
the team.
Nah.
Up and signed.
Yeah. Well, and of course, he would love to come to Chicago and, blow up the city. That sells. I saw today, Obvious Shirts tweeted out that he's completely sold out of all his Stroman. He's got Stro Show with a 0 in red and like some great stuff, but he completely sold out of everything he could print in time for Christmas.
And the Cubs store ran out of his jersey.
Yeah, exactly. So he's looking at that. He was like, this could be a thing. Like, I know Mets fans. I lived in New York. I went to a lot of Mets games. And let me tell you, I don't think they don't think the way about Stroman maybe the entire time that Chicago already does, and he's never thrown a pitch for us. All we've seen is video.
I look at this and I say to myself here, what I talked about at the beginning of the season is I got nervous there, but I felt that the Cubs were going to have to make moves because of Marquee and because of the surrounding area, is you have to generate buzz. And I think the Cubs, I'm not going to say that it was anything about this, but the amount of people that were just like, nope, not interested in season tickets and burning through that list. And I got a feeling that some way up top, someone's like, this is not looking great. We need to regenerate interest in this team.
Well, and I'm glad that happened. I mean, honestly, we can thank all those people that passed up on those season tickets and shit, if that's the case, because I was one of those people, Crawley, that you're talking about, that I was like, they're not going to do a fucking thing. They think they have this idea that they can cut everything and that's how they'll make money, rather than just put the best product out there that they can and generate money that way. That's honestly, that's the true way to build anything, is to just do the best you can at it. I mean, don't look at this podcast, but if you do the best you can at a thing, usually people respond.
And those years,
and I only say that, Danny, because we put out fucking gold every fucking week, and it's still not working because people aren't giving us any money on Patreon.
But we know the years and years of the Tribune was always that Wrigley will sell itself. You get what I'm saying? They had the contract with WGN. There was nothing they really had to worry about because the money was going to come in. And the Ricketts did invest in the neighborhood, and to get a return on that investment, it doesn't do you any good if people don't show up down there. And I've been hitting that drum, whether it's Marquee, whether it's Hotel Zachary, whether it's the tenants you're charging rent to, is that when Wrigley is alive and when the Cubs are good, those people are making hands over fist money. Okay, but what I saw after Blue Friday, when everything was gone and you could buy tickets on StubHub for $10, and even then you couldn't even convince people to go. All of a sudden, those places are now not making money. They can't pay the rent. You got empty. I mean, I think the Starbucks is still empty, right?
Yeah.
Well, and did they have a single sellout last year? I don't think they had a single. I don't think
they did
sellout.
Well, speaking of needing money to keep franchises alive, this Son Ranto show is actually paying for the bandwidth to even send this show out to you live and in person. So you're going to have to watch a commercial. I know you've probably already done your Christmas shopping, but for all your shopping needs, please use our links at sunranto.com.
There are more holidays coming, people.
Yeah, they just keep showing up in America. Here's a commercial. Just stay tuned. We'll be back in a minute. If you're like most Americans, you buy shit. Lots of shit. Sometimes you buy shit for other people. Sometimes you buy shit for yourself. And sometimes you buy shit you have to buy just to stay alive. So why not buy shit through the Son Ranto affiliate? Links at sunranto.com/shopping. We've got tons of shit you can buy. Go to sunranto.com, click on the shopping link, then click our ads and buy shit. We've got Amazon. They've got tons of shit. But you can also buy MLB shit, NBA shit, NFL shit, Fans Ed shit, Southwest Airlines shit, Fanatic shit, Reebok shit, Wine of the Month shit, Beer of the Month shit, Bear Mattress shit, StubHub shit, Lid shit, Sports Memorabilia shit, Volcanica coffee shit, Vibrator shit, Condom shit, Bag shit, NHL shit, and Audible membership shit. There's a whole lot of shit that can help the Son Ranto show stay on the air so we can keep talking shit. So buy shit today through sunranto.com/shopping. Thanks. Cubs Jesus thinks you're the shit. sunranto.com/shopping. All right. Well, let's get into some of these ranter carols. Carly, I see you. You went and grabbed yourself a Club 400 beer, and you're gonna need it for some of these that I'm about to play.
It's a beer that's good for all 9 innings and for all 9 carols. That's all I know.
Yeah, you see, you're dropping that. I'm going to give a shout out to Corey Finneran, who turned me on to this bad boy. It's a Jingle Java. Got me some of this many years ago from Bent River Brewery in Rock Island. So fucking good, and it's only around during the holidays. So,
well, I am drinking Barefoot Bubbly. Pink champagne on ice. And she said, we are all just prisoners here
of our own device.
I know. That's actually a pretty appropriate fucking song for a Cubs podcast, is it not? We're just stuck here. But you can never leave.
I just picture Crane Kenny coming out for that part.
Yeah.
Joe Ricketts. So at stake here for the Cubs caroling contest is this. You can see my ring light, the Roddy Woo Woo bobblehead. This was actually, I got this at his birthday party. You can tell your friends and family, whoever wins this, you can see. I haven't even opened the box. I don't even know if there's actually Roddy Woo Woo in here. But
again, a little piece of history. That was the first bobblehead ever created by the Bobblehead Hall of Fame.
Wow.
That's why it's worth $1 million. So I'm going to have to share my screen. All these were shared on Facebook, so I've got to do it that way. It's kind of annoying, but that's what's happening here. Now, I got a list of everybody that did it. Can you guys see that? My shared. Okay. So Bill Sugas.
Yeah, I was going to say, all I see is Bill Sugas.
Yeah, it's pretty much just all Bill. But he I'm not going to play everything he did, but let me just shout out to him, the reigning champion of the Ranters Christmas Carol contest. He did 12 Days of Christmas, or the 12 Days of Cubsmas. He did Theo the Cowardly GM, We Five Owners to We Three Kings. And I'm going to call it Out to the Bleachers, and also Deck My Balls, which is that's kind of my favorite. And so he did so many. So I'm going to let him kind of start it out here. I don't know. I'm going to play all of everybody's songs, so don't get offended if I don't. But I want to play Bill's. He did this for Thanksgiving, and I was like, "That's not an entry," but I got to play this anyway. It's funny to me.
So Danny has fired the opening round in this year's Cubs Christmas parody song contest. Of course, as the reigning champion, this cannot go unnoticed. But due to insomnia and a ludicrous work schedule recently, the creative juices aren't quite flowing.
This is kind of like when Snoop Dogg announced the Golden Globes.
Line of my.
How many ranters were just sitting there like, wait, wasn't he going to sing a song?
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I feel like this is
Christmas. COVID Cubs gave to me a fever of 103. Now I just need 11 more.
So that cracked me up. So that's how this contest is going to start. So we're going to start.
The preamble to that was 5 minutes long, and the song was 40 seconds.
I know. Well, but that's not the song. That's just the preview to the song. He's announcing his own song. But I'm starting this one at 329 out of 357 because because let me tell you, in the 12 Days of Christmas, just for anybody that ever parodies this song in the future, all you need is the 12th day down.
Just start at 12.
Yeah, just start at 12. That's how it goes. Here we go.
On the 12th day of Christmas, the Ricketts gave to me $12 Bud Lights, Lemming, Lackey Manager, 10 Prevision commercials, 69 different players, 8 mound visits, more price increases, 6 position players, Jesus effing Christ. Core players gone, 3 years futility, 2 failed starters, and the laughing stock of the MLB.
Oh,
Print it.
Little Lee Elia at the end.
Yeah, so that is your reigning champion, and that's not even his official entry. I'll give him another entry. He gave so many. I'll play a little bit, everything he did. But what should we start with, guys? I've got Bernie Barron. I got John Vasky. I got John Pincus. I got Dan Nielsen. And then
let's start with Pincus. I'd like to hear John Pincus.
All right, John Pincus. This one's called Away in a Lockout.
Hello, ranters. This is called.
I like how he set the mood with the tree and everything.
Yeah, it's nice.
Away in a lockout, no Dio is near. That's little nerd Manfred. Lay down his gray head. The stars with their fire tweets look down on his plan. That's little nerd Manfred asleep at
Little nerd Manfred.
I know.
The owners are crowing, those damn bastards lie. but little
Lord
nerd
man
man
Fred.
all crying he fakes.
It really feels like he's in the living room at his
I
mother's house.
nerd man Fred
I think that's his
look
house. He just
down
decorates it
on
like his mom.
knee and stay with the players till lockout is nigh. Happy holidays, you filthy animals.
All right. John
A
Pickett,
little
nice.
Home Alone action going there.
All right.
Hello,
What?
ranters.
All right, we don't need that to play again. So, what do you guys think so far? John Pickett, you want to give him the American Idol treatment like you're freaking Simon Cowell?
I like the little Lord Manfred. I thought that was a clever
Little
spin on
nerd man, Freddie said.
little nerd Manfred, and I think that he had the soothing voice and then the background. It made me feel like one of those old Christmas specials. You know, when Bob Hope used to host them.
Yeah, it gave me ASMR. Actually, I got tingles all over my neck.
Yeah, see, and that's why I felt like he was at his he was like at his mother's house. He was in there like singing, but he's singing quietly. Like he didn't want anybody they were
to
taking
hear.
care of the
John,
dishes in
what's
there.
that noise, John?
John, what are you doing? Are you masturbating again? So I guess we should play bills in between everybody. So,
Yeah, really, just
we're not going to play all of it, but Bill is like the palate cleanser as reigning champion. We'll do Cubs 5 owners. Let's try that one.
Hey, gang.
Hi,
How
Bill.
do I deal with Bear's suckitude sorrow? I sing a Cubs parody song. That'll raise my spirits. This one is called We 5 Owners. Cubs 5 owners seriously blow. Bury them in early spring snow. Crying poor, they're such a bore. We're in first place no more.
Oh, I remember
First
this.
wars happen too fast. Another 100 years will pass. No playoff glory, same old story. Wait till next year, my ass. Contention window already gone. Ranters singing parody songs. National League leading, talent bleeding. Feels like we're just pawns. Oh.
Some good lyrics.
To worst happen too fast.
It's
Another
so impressive.
100 years will pass. No playoff glory, same old story. Wait till next year, my ass.
I would say that.
Come on,
So
people, submit some songs.
Yeah, thanks, Bill.
And use the old
I would
man.
Yeah,
say
not a lot of people entering.
I would say that is one of my favorite carols, and Bill did it some justice. He kind of would always hit flat right before the oh. So
Yeah,
you know,
it's tough.
It's
it's
for
kind of hard to hit that
me,
leap.
the lyrics though were so good. It gets him past the oh that he might hit, because I've got the oh happening from the lyrics, you know.
So you like those minor key ones. You like the sad Christmas tunes. You're like an "Oh Christmas Tree" guy too, which also it sounds all sad. It's like
who, me or Crawley?
No, Crawley.
Yeah, I was gonna say me.
Yeah, We Three Kings. That one's and some of them are like those old English carols. They wrote them in minor keys, and it's just like, "You will not be happy at Christmas. This is Victorian England."
The rhyming pattern was so great.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he rhymed very well. So let's try a John Vasky. He wrote, "Someone should fire the camera guy," which after you see this, you'll see why he said that.
What's up, ranters? I didn't do any Christmas parodies last year. Just wasn't feeling it. So this is my first one. Might be my only one. Don't know. But we'll see how it goes.
Morgan Freeman voice. It was.
It's called "The Ricketts Really Hate the Cubs Fans" to the tune of "Santa Claus is Coming to Town." Now, I'm no John Jurgenvan, but I'm going to give it my
but you look like Santa, so
Here we go.
That's at least 50 points.
100% Santa.
You might as well cry. You might as well groan. I bet you know why. The Ricketts really hate the Cubs fans. It started with Joe, then Theo left too. The product is crap, and the last season blew. Ricketts really hate the Cubs fans. It started off amazing. A series win was great. The excuses are degrading. Pull your heads out for goodness sake. So you might as well gripe. You might as well cry, you might as well grow, and I bet you know why. Ricketts really hates the Cubs fans.
Very
Oh,
strong finish.
Yeah.
Strong finish.
You know what I'm impressed by? The fact that his overalls have 2 pockets in the front. Like he's got the one pocket up the top, and then he's got the zipper pocket. So like the dude could just hold anything you need to hold. You're like, yeah, or like, hey, you need a pen? You know he's got a pen down there. You know, hey, you got a pocket knife? Oh, you know he's got a pocket knife down there. You need a screwdriver? It's down in the front.
Again, he had the Santa look. The singing I think was strong. The message overall was quite clear.
Yeah. Strong performance from John. And also, I like his vibrato. He's got a pretty voice. It's got a quick vibrato. Ricketts, and he's got that little, this guy's nice. It's got a nice vibrato. It's got a nice voice. If he worked at his voice, I guarantee that guy could actually sing. So, John, take some voice lessons out wherever you live.
Well, we got Facebook user here saying next year I'm going to do my Latino version of Feliz Navidad. I'm not sure who Facebook user is.
I got a feeling that it is our good friend Captain Cubbo.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I actually did a Feliz Navidad this year, and you'll be unfortunate to have to listen to it, but we'll send it to you.
Well, I think that's as good of an intro as ever. Here's Michael Cotton's entry, and just being a member of the show actually does not disqualify you from winning.
Especially when you have no chance whatsoever.
Yeah. So here we go. Here's Michael Cotton's Feliz Contreras. All right. That's not you going, is it?
No, that's my backing track. Feliz Navidad. What? Wilson Contreras. Feliz Navidad, Prospero Nuevo Contracto.
Hey, did you just say Prospero Nuevo Contracto?
Wilson Contreras. Yeah. Congratulations on the new contract. I know it's not great Spanish, but that's how it works.
It's not even close to what that means.
I want Ricketts to sign Contreras. I want Ricketts to sign Contreras. I want Ricketts to sign Contreras from the bottom of my heart. Yeah, I can't hit the notes. I want Ricketts to sign Contreras. What are you talking about? It's not. I want Ricketts to sign. That's not what it means. Prospero is prosperous.
Prospero is like prosperous.
Yeah, prosperous new contract. Wilson Contreras.
Do we have to listen to this whole thing?
No, I'm going to this. Prospero Nuevo Contracto.
See what
there's not a lot to the song.
John Vickers writes it. I thought my singing was bad.
Oh, no.
Facebook user. That's brutal.
Contracto.
Prospero Nuevo Contracto.
Yeah.
Well, is that it? All right.
Yeah, that's it. Normally we would play mine right at the top, and then nobody feels bad about what they've done the rest of the show.
Just set the bar that low, huh?
Oh, but it's beautiful.
I thought I set it low with Bill Suggis, which was just singing one line and entered in 40 seconds of insomniac talking.
Yeah, Bill's the only one that gives me love.
Yeah,
Cotton,
Bill
bravo.
loves it. Yeah. Well, I laughed. So speaking of Bill, I think it's time for another Suggis one because it's in between everybody. We got to do a Bill. Let's see. What do we got here?
Do you think that the way that the Correa song will bring Correa here, that my Contreras song might drive Willie away?
Yeah, I believe Willie's been traded.
I hear the wheels of the plane taking off right now.
No, I guarantee just playing that song made Wilson upload some weird photo to his Instagram with his back showing and walking into the sunset, which he does every time his name comes up.
Yeah, Wilson's looking at his friend right now going, was that racist? I'm not even sure.
No, it was just bad. Like he means, I know you mean no respect to Spanish speakers around the world, but you just showed them a lot of respect with that performance, Michael. So here's Deck My Balls from Bill Suggis.
Okay, folks, This one is TVMA. So hide the kitties. Of course, I'm sure they've never heard these words at your house.
What is TBMA?
This one, inspired by
TV.
effing
Okay.
nerds, is called Deck My Balls. Deck my balls with sprigs of ivy, fa la 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 la, fuck right off. Some say boomers can be chivy, fa la 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 la, fuck right off. Why some players when last will finish, fa la 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 la, fuck right off. 2016 glory diminish, fa la 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 la, fuck right off. Come on, people, I can crank these out all day.
Oh my God.
Just pull it, Reg.
Embarrass
I mean,
yourself.
that's what a reigning champion sounds like. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Bill he's so lucky that this is a closed group because apparently he hasn't been working for a month.
So all right, what else do we got here? We got Dan. Oh wait, sorry.
Let's hear Dan Nielsen's. I'd like to hear Dan Nielsen.
Yeah, Dan Nielsen's. What am I playing here? You too. How did this stop? Oh no!
Apparently, Bono has submitted into Cubs Carols.
Oh no!
Oh my God, that would be amazing.
By Bono, he's gonna sue us. God, shut up! Like, all right, now I'm on this.
You're asking Bono to shut up? He never does.
God damn it, he's the worst. Hold on, I got to get back to the stupid.
There was one time he was in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and he was singing with Bruce Springsteen. This was in New York for like an anniversary concert, and he, Bono's going off on one of his. This is a special note, and Bruce finally is like, "Can we just sing the song?" You don't need no intro. Come on, man.
It's because Bruce is 94 years old, and he's like, I have to go to the bathroom right now. Like, we need to hurry this up.
Funny jokes that was going around on the Onion and Saturday Night Live and stuff. I don't know if you guys saw this, but Bruce Springsteen sold his catalog for $500 million, and they're like, now he can finally buy his way out of New Jersey.
All right, here we go. Here's Dan Nielsen's. This is Last Season.
Last season was a wet fart. The players we cheered are no longer here. We want to contend, but Ricketts most dead held the bottom of NL Central. And fuck you.
I love it. He just went one verse.
Yeah.
Straight in. Points for playing the guitar.
Yeah, I give him points for playing the guitar, but it was good. I wanted more. I feel like when you start out with a wet fart in your first lyric, I mean, that's
wait. Why is this happening to me? Facebook has a mind of its. Fuck Facebook. Damn it.
Yeah. So
congratulations. We just got binged.
Yep. And I will tell you right now, Dan, I actually wrote a version of Last Christmas myself. Mine was 2 paragraphs or 2 choruses, and you are all so lucky that I just never found time to do that one as well.
Yeah, no, that's really what I'm thankful for this Christmas season.
Don't worry, I'm going to hang on to it till next year. I've got you.
So what do we? Okay, now we got 2 left, and then maybe one more Bill and Bill posted one today. He's just cranking them out. So we got one more left. So I'm going to share my screen.
Do you think that when Bill is just at home in general, like his wife just has to listen to these songs over and over and over?
I think
Bill,
he's
chime in.
I think he's doing them in the middle of the night when he can't sleep.
Neither can his wife because he's in the living room
singing. So all right, here we go. We have I'm gonna do Bernie, and then we're gonna do John Jurgovan. Where is Bernie's? Here we go. Bernie Barron with
and this one's a little long, but
yeah, it's okay.
All of it.
Hey, chingity ching, woo 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 woo. It's Clark, the Cubs mascot. Chingity ching, woo woo woo. The Chicago Cubs mascot. La 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 la.
You have no idea how many times I've listened to this.
Yeah, Bernie was at Cubs caroling. She can claim Correa.
Yeah.
The Ricketts got a little friend. His name is Clark, the big furry mascot. You always see him in the park. When fans visit the park, they know what he will be, because he does not wear pants, and that is obviously, hey, chingity woo, it's Clark the Cubs mascot.
And here's the thing, I had no idea what song she was singing. I just loved it. And then apparently this is the
Italian. No, Italian.
Italian
the
donkey.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The Italian Christmas. Dominic the donkey.
Yeah, Dominic
Clark
the donkey.
Shoes on his feet that make him dance. That's because he doesn't wear any freaking pants.
That's straight up shy party ant right there. He doesn't wear any freaking pants.
That's okay because Clark is just a big kid. Hey, chingity ching, woo woo. It's Clark the Cubs mascot. Chingity ching, woo woo. The Chicago Cubs mascot. La la la, la 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 la, la la la, la la da di da.
There's the Ronnie Woo Woo bobblehead.
The unofficial mascot. Ricketts wouldn't give Woo Woo a legit shot. Clark the Cub became the mascot, it's true. On the 13th day of January, the official debut. Hey, chingity ching, woo.
There's freaking some history there for you.
I know.
Chingity ching, woo.
I love that Ronnie Woo Woo was all in this too. Like,
la la la. La 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 la.
He's right. He never got a legit shot.
He didn't.
La 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 la.
They were hoping they'd let him sing the stretch and he'd go away. He's gonna live longer than Joe Ricketts.
Now, I got to hear Bernie sing because she did come to Cubs caroling, so I know she's a good singer. I'm impressed with the ability to ever find a rhyme for mascot. That's not easy. So she was able to pull that off. Good quality stuff there.
Yeah, Clark the Cub mascot is like, you give that to somebody and you're like, okay, write song lyrics to that, and it's just frightening.
For whatever reason, Facebook has a mind of its own. I'm sorry. I don't know if you can hear that right now, but
John Pinkett says Woo Woo didn't wear pants in the August of '78. That is true.
That's true. Yeah, you want to drop some more history? 78's when they started requiring pants at Wrigley.
It was hot, Woo like to let it fly.
So no, that was a very strong entry. Here's another strong entry, and I got to reshare this page because every single time it's like Facebook is just like, you're broadcasting us, and they're like not letting me do it anymore. So here we're going to try that. I think this is the last entry besides maybe one more bill. This one comes from John Jurgovan. This was an early entry into the contest. Like, it came right around Thanksgiving time, right when, because I think I started the contest the day after Thanksgiving. So
I love the camera work in this one.
Oh yeah, the camera, the editing, everything. He put in a lot of work. This is also another longer one. Maybe we don't listen to the whole thing, but it's John's, and he prefaced it saying, "Here is my Cubsmas Carol parody. I wasn't drunk or high when making it, but if you want to just go ahead and imagine that I was drunk or high, it will something." And that's just
I'm sure
where the preview ends. It will.
This is Cubsmas, and who
it will make more sense.
Signed? Another year over, and a new one much maligned. And so this is Cubsmas.
Oh man.
I hope you had fun.
He dropped it down.
To Sheffield.
Sometimes that's a good move.
Oh, dude, you got to. I saw Robert Plant, and he did a lot of that shit, and he pulled it off.
That's the best.
Look at the one middle bottom.
Yeah, middle bottom. He's just so upset. And I believe with this song, he is trying to bring peace to all of Wrigleyville.
Oberreis beer? Is that what he said? Core is over. Brilliant.
Yeah. Oh.
So happy
It's a tough key. It's a tough chord change there.
Javi Baez.
And I'm taking a look at his fridge too. You know what I mean? It's just got that homey feel.
It's his kitchen.
Well, he did it from his car last year. You remember?
Oh, there's a prayer right in the middle top. Oberweis beer, the official beer of Chicago Cubs. First, the official craft brew of the Cubs. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you gotta parse that out.
Now,
Bernie Barron says tough act to follow, but actually he followed her.
Well, I think she means in hers.
She's the tough act to follow, like, you know.
Yeah. Oh, so she's talking trash, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
She's like, I'm a tough act to follow.
Exactly.
Suck it, John.
Bernie says, I saw his first and I was like, wow. Bill says, I love how he did this. And let me explain for the podcast listeners. It's one of those box videos where you have multiple screens going at once. He happens to have 7, one main person singing the lead part, and then six choruses. I assume, which one do you think Yoko is?
bottom middle. Bottom middle.
Bottom middle.
She just left.
She just left. Bernie says she used John as a template.
Yeah,
Happy Cubsmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, John's making a case for himself. He says, none of y'all look like Santa. That's John Vasky. By the way, half the people that entered this contest are named John. We got, just saying, John Pickus, John Vasky, and John Jurgavan. We got 3 Johns. And after watching all those, I'm going to have to go to the John very soon. Oh, sorry. See, it keeps trying to play this other band called Love of Lesbian, which,
hey, man, no one's judging what the algorithm says about you, Danny.
Hey, I just think we need to reach out to them and see if they'll submit next year.
Well, no, the reason it's a long story and it's so boring, but my friend John, who I moved to New York with, another John, he had a thing called Love of Lesbian that was like one of his albums, but he named it after a band that is from South America somewhere, also called Love of Lesbian. And now I thought that was John Boy, so I like their stuff. And anyway, now I get all their things. So one more Bill Sugas, and then we got to pick a winner, I think. Let me find. Okay, this is the one that he posted today. I'm going to share my screen yet once again. Hopefully it's not Love of Lesbian again. Let's see. Here gang. And Bill's last entry.
The defending champion with another submission for the Cubs.
God, the shit talking is so good.
Christmas song parody challenge. This final entry.
I think next year the shit talking should count more.
Count as points.
Yeah, we need a point system because usually it's just us deciding at the end.
Cubs on marquee, DVR pause. Fans are booing, no applause. Minor league lineup, we're all chumps. Advanced stat computers, all core dump. Ho, 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 why should we go? Ho, 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 why should we go out to the bleachers to make cup snakes? Nobody on this team can rake. First comes the pitching.
I can see this being sung in the park.
85 mph, no charms. Give me some Xanax before the third takes the edge off watching this turd. Ho, 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 why should we go? Ho, ho, ho.
Very clever with the lyrics.
We go out
and that bell came from
to
Club 400. The Patrick Christmas party. Susie Plunkett made those for everybody to wear.
Next comes the batters, JFC. Another K called strike 3. More runners stranded, no reaching home.
I wonder if Bill has like a rhyming
Failure to
dictionary
end
next to
this
him
tone.
when he's
Ho,
just trying to.
ho, why
Ain't no
should
shame
we
in that
go?
game.
No,
Ho, ho,
I'm just saying
why
it's
should
a
we
lot of good
go
rhymes.
out
Tools
to
of the trade.
bleachers to make cup snakes? Nobody on this
Team can rake.
Look, I like the bell action there, but Dan Nielsen with the guitar is still better. I mean, you have to give him props for using an instrument.
Well, this is the moment of truth. We got some people in the audience out there. We we've seen everything. I mean, ultimately, we just kind of decide who wins.
Only people watching right now submitted to this thing.
Yeah,
it's John Pink, it's John Vasky. Like,
it's what I read in the Marketing 101 book. You got to have contest. Everybody will tune in. They'll tell their family, "I'm going to be on TV tonight." We got here's the contestants right now. We got Dan Nielsen with Last Season, short and sweet. John Pincus with his homie version of Away in a Lockout. We got Bill Sugas with all the other songs. We got John Vasky with Ricketts Really Hate the Cub Fans. We got Bernie Barron with Clark the Cubs mascot, John Jurgavan and So This Is Cubsmas, and then Michael Cotton with Feliz Contreras.
Yes,
so I want to see, and Bill Sugas is the reigning winner. So Bill writes in, I got to go with Jurgavan for the win.
Oh, he likes Jurgavan. Okay, let's get some votes here. And then we're going to vote, and we're going to see
John
what
Pincus
the numbers
says
are.
John Jurgavan for the win.
Artie says Bernie.
I'm sitting here thinking. Artie says Bernie. Okay. So we got Artie says vote Bernie, and that's kind of where I'm at. I'm either like a Jurgo man, or I'm on Team Bernie, or you got to go with the reigning champion Bill, just for the sheer volume of material that he's put out.
Todd goes John Jurgavan.
I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna say from the moment I saw it, I was impressed with John Jurgavan.
Vasky says Bernie.
We're kind of a split vote,
and I'm a Bernie.
So when I heard John Jurgavan and saw the video, the singing was actually really, really good.
Bernie says Jurgo because she can't vote for herself.
Bad taste.
I think the whole core is over instead of war is over is absolutely brilliant. The different faces with different reactions, everything about Jurgovich's was super.
Jurgovich's.
Damn it.
He's had too much Malore.
Jurgavan. I'm going Jurgavan. How's that? I'll go Jurgo.
Well, I mean, we might have a tie here. I mean, do we have a tie? I know there's no ties in baseball. Do we flip a coin?
This is very close. So, hold on. Let me count them up here.
Well, there's not. It's not a vote thing. It really is us.
But let me ask a question. What if we were to put it like a Twitter poll or something?
Well, no. I mean, the people watching are voting.
Now we need a winner now. We need a winner tonight. This is like this is not Florida 2000. We're not counting any hanging chads here. We're either picking a winner or we're declaring a tie.
2, 3.
A lot of people saying Jurgavan.
Let me just tell you this.
You know what? I think Jurgavan comes out. I think Crawley's was the last vote, and I think that put him ahead. Oh, and Facebook user.
Bernie says extra innings. You have 24 hours to create one more hilarious parody.
You need to get on. We're gonna send you a link. You come in. You got to sing a new song right now.
I'm gonna send you lyrics all jumbled up, and you got to assemble them in 2 hours.
Like I said, core is over is no better way to describe the 2021 season.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I do believe Jurgo has pulled it out there at the end.
John Jurgavan, but I did want to say this tonight. So John Jurgavan, you are the winner. Congratulations. You've won the 2021 Cubsmas Ranter parody contest. And everybody that entered is going to get sent something. So I'm going to contact you within the next month. I got I just kind of cleaned out all my closets here, and I was like, oh, I should send this out. I should send this out. I got plenty of stuff that I could send everybody. Everybody's gonna get something, even if it's small. But John Jurgovan gets the Ronnie Woo Woo talking bobblehead. Congratulations, John.
That was good. Scissors. Why does Bernie say scissors?
Rock,
Don't
paper,
hurt yourself,
scissors.
Bernie.
You're saying rock, paper, scissors.
Oh,
yeah. Everybody's gonna get something, and I'm gonna send Bernie something a little bit something special because that was close. I would have declared a tie,
Bernie
but there's
won
no ties
the
to me.
show. Bernie won us three,
Yeah.
but Jurgo won the overall vote for sure.
Yeah. So I want to say that I have a little reveal here, and that Danny,
Secret
I
thought we talked about this. You cannot do that kind of stuff
I'm a
on
man. He, him. So no, I have a I'm gonna put that as my byline. No, but I have a secret, my secret ranter this year. I've sent them a present already. They have already gotten it. And there's something else coming in the mail, and it's lyrics to this following song, which I owed them from last year's John Baker Day. Okay. So I owed them a song. I never delivered on it. I still owe one more person a song because they gave money to Lost Boys in the name of the, me doing the songs. I just ran out of time and didn't do it. So, but now I did it. So, and I'm killing two birds with one stone here. Here is a Carrie Meyer Christmas, because she was my Secret Santa and I owed her a song. So here it comes. It's real quick. So check it out. Have a Carrie Meyer Christmas. Give a lot to charity. Buy Rodin and Fields from her and root for the Cubbies. Have a Carrie Meyer Christmas. Go working on college. Marry a cool guy named Josh and live in Kentucky. Jonah and Alana have a great mommy. Pays for their school of rock and their college degree. Have a Carrie Meyer Christmas. Catch a Cubs game, have a beer. Be a survivor, have a Carrie Meyer Christmas this year.
Oh, that was excellent, to one of my most favorite Christmas songs. I love Holly Jolly Christmas. So
sung by Burl Ives, Eastern Illinois University graduate.
Oh yeah, Burl Ives, baby, loved it.
So, and my Secret Ranter gift is right here. And I assume this is it. It was addressed to me. And watch, it's just like certified mail being like, you've not answered our jury summons for 3 years. You're going to jail.
They got you through the Elfster.
Yeah. Cease and desist from my ex-wife. Certified mail. No, I assume this is it. So I'm going to open it live on air. I've got my podcast listeners. You can hear the cardboard. So this looks like it. Oh my. Sportsmemorabilia.com.
Ooh.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am now the proud owner of a Marla Collins autographed 8x10 color glossy photograph.
Oh my
and it
goodness.
says love Marla Collins on that leg of hers. What is that on her leg though? Is that poo or
no, it's a birthmark.
I didn't see that when I was a kid. I mean, that's what happens when you didn't have high def TV. Like
And
back
not only
in the
that,
day, I never knew she had a birthmark on her thigh. But thank you, Secret Ranter, whoever you are. It's going to go great next. This is going to go perfectly right next to the Lee Elia you got me, Crawley.
Good old Lee.
Yeah, Lee and Marla, though, that same era. But thank you, Secret Ranter, for this wonderful, wonderful gift. Man, I'm excited. All right, what do we got now?
I didn't see that as one of my options, but damn.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't an option. You had to ask for. You have to ask for what you want, Michael, in life. So this is our last regular show of the year. We'll do a green room next week to fulfill our contractual obligations, but we're going to take the next week off, and then we'll be back with you in the new year. And also, like, I don't know what's going on with the unconventional. They had a lot of turnover at G-Man. I know people. I don't know if anybody's really wondering what's going on. You know, COVID's hitting hard. Everything. You know, everything's going on. I know for a fact that at Nice Lounge, they're planning on doing something on the regular Cubs convention weekend, which would be Martin Luther King Day weekend. So I'm thinking that at least on that Saturday, even if it's just like not an official kind of like we're going to do a bunch of shit, maybe think about coming into the city that weekend and hanging out at Nice Lounge. I think that's the weekend of the 15th. Right.
Yeah, I'm going to be going down to Hoopston, which is 3 hours south of here. It is they're having Frank the Tank and Pedro Strop signing, and then Club 400 is having their Cubs convention that night as well.
That's on the.
That's are you okay?
That Santa boat's finally getting to him.
For anybody on a podcast, I swear to God, Crawley just got that last sentence out while holding back vomit.
I've eaten a lot of Christmas cookies and I've had a lot of Club 400 beers.
Yeah, well, I've done 1,000 Sun Ranto shows, and I guarantee I've held back a lot of bodily fluids while doing this sucker. This is not a first on the Sun Ranto show. And anyway, so that weekend of the but I know Frank the Tank's going to be at Club 400 on the Friday. On the Saturday, am I wrong about that?
Maybe. I thought it was Saturday. Maybe I'm wrong.
All right.
If so, man, then I'm gonna have Frank the Tank give me a ride to Hoopston.
Where's Hoopston?
Might as well. It's like by
Hoopston has to be in Indiana, right? Only Indiana would name a fucking town Hoopston.
No, it's about 5 miles north of Champaign-Urbana, so it's like a 3-hour drive from Chicago.
Dude, all right, cool.
I'm gonna literally go down with Frank the Tank. Like, we're gonna do this together. If we're gonna go, if it's a Friday night, we got to be up early Saturday.
Well, dude, I'll drive you in the Kia.
Man, that's a long haul, dude.
We should all go down. We'll go down with Frank the Tank. We'll sing him songs the whole time. Once we sing for Frank the Tank, because he's definitely riding with us.
If you guys get Frank the Tank to take a ride with you to fucking Hoopston,
we need to ride a tank.
Oh my God,
we got to go in a tank like Stripe style.
All of that has to be filmed.
Nope, no cameras.
You got to be
not a camera in sight. Not for the cops when they pull us over in the tank. Nothing. So,
in the tank, because Frank Swindell drives around an actual tank.
Probably walking the line on the side of the road.
He got a bonus this year and he bought a tank.
He's like, I'm making major league money finally.
He's fucking already broke after one season.
So I got 2 more Cubsmas songs for you. Well, first of all, I want to say Spagog, but I got one from the Bleacher Bum Band. I made this today from us. This is a Cubsmas Carol from the Bleacher Bum Band. We've got a new Patreon campaign. If I'm going to ask for anything for Cubsmas this year, it's that you support the Bleacher Bum Band on our Patreon, even if it's like at $1 level, $2, whatever it could be per month. Here's the thing. It costs like $500 a month for a room to practice in. So we need help with that. Yeah. And what are you guys doing? Because you're screwing around with my announcement. No, what'd you just put up?
John Pincus wrote, last year, Frank would have been driving Crawley in a lift.
It's true. And if you don't want the Bleacher Bum Band to be driving lifts to pay for a rehearsal space, why don't you help support us so we can have the most precious thing an artist can have, which is a space to do your shit where you need to do it and the time to do it. That is all we need. We need space and time. I got a guitar. I got everything. We need a space.
You just asked for 2 of the Infinity Stones, Danny.
A what?
Danny doesn't understand
here.
No, I have no idea what you're talking about. But here is a Christmas Cubs Carol gift from the Bleacher Bum Band that I made today. Merry Christmas. from the bleacher bum 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 bums. We love all the Cub fans, bleacher bum 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 bums. We jam out at G-Man, bleacher bum 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 bums. The world's greatest Cubs band, bleacher bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bums. Can't wait till baseball season comes. Rock with the bums. So
that
yeah,
was solid, man. That was good, and it was good seeing all the guys. Seeing, obviously, I get to see you all the time, but seeing
Jarrett,
High Serious, and Bleacher Jeff, and Southside Mikey, great performance.
Little shade there for Southside Mikey, putting him sideways.
Well, no, the motherfucker filmed in portrait. Goddamn Sox fans with his goddamn flip phone. He's got like a Motorola Razr, and he's like propping it up on, I don't know, is it his set of encyclopedias that he still has. He refuses to use Google. Everything he knows is from 1987 when he bought those things, when his mom bought them. Anyway, I kid the Sox fans. I kid them. No, but Southside Mikey said it in portrait mode. Everybody else said that's why he's sideways in the video. And by the way, I've only released that on the Bleacher Bum Band Patreon page and tonight on the show. So you either have to be watching now or on the Bleacher Bum Band Patreon to see special content. Here's our plan: to write a bunch of awesome Cubs songs for the next year, play a bunch of after game gigs at G-Man Tavern, and have an awesome year rocking out and throwing big parties for you guys. So if you guys like that kind of thing, support it. Anyway, that's the show. So I guess I'm going to take us out with a little, well, actually, it's not the show because we're going to go afterwards on Green Room. I don't know, Crawley, you got family obligations.
You got
to roll. But we're going to go, me and Michael's like,
we'll be there.
I was going to roll.
I'll be there.
All right.
I got nothing better to do.
On the Green Room app. So download it, the Spotify Green Room app. Follow Son Ranto Show. This will not be the last Spotify show because we're going to do one next week. We'll announce that on the Ranchers page. So follow us on there. And Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy New Year. Thank you for a wonderful year, even though it sucked ass. I had a good time with you, Crawley, and you, Michael. I had a fucking blast on this show, even though it was one of the worst. It might have been the worst Cub season in my entire lifetime. And, I'm glad to put it to bed. Onward and upward. And I'm feeling good about things now.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm ending with the Merry Christmas backward. Samchurk Iram. Samchurk Iram.
I'm just going to say it's a dog.
Me too. I'll go spam to members. Cubs could really use a guy with some power at the plate. Tom Ricketts, why won't you buy us a new shortstop today? Cole sign him.